Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. Last time we finished up our conversations with the crew, and I think it's about time we head back out into the galaxy and see what kind of adventure and mischief we can get up to. So, we've got a number of quests that we can attend to. We've got a missing freighter we can look for. We've got a hostage situation we can investigate. We've got several mysterious energy readings that we can check out. Yeah, let's jump back into the galaxy map and see what we can find out about any of those and see what one is close by.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here and you're the only one that can handle it.
So this is Admiral Hackett that will occasionally be contacting us with side quests and various other side missions that we can perform as we continue throughout the galaxy. I have to make an apology here, and I guess kind of a confession. This is not the first time in this Let's Play that you guys have heard Admiral Hackett's voice. If you'll remember, he was the one who contacted us about the interview we did when we returned to the Citadel last time. However, that wasn't the first time you as a character would have heard Admiral Hackett's voice. This conversation is probably one of the first times you would have heard Admiral Hackett's voice. If you hadn't done any of the side quests and just jumped into one of the first missions like we did. But I had cut out this particular conversation from a much earlier episode, I believe it was episode 13, because I didn't want to do this particular side quest immediately after Pharos. But now seems like an excellent opportunity to insert this particular quest into the story, so we're going to go ahead and do it now. So I'll let Admiral Hackett explain what the situation is and where we need to go.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our fail-safes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can't affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes. We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
Okay, so it sounds like we're heading back home, back to Earth, to help out the Alliance and shut down this rogue VI that's apparently taken over the moon. How awesome is that? So we're going to zoom back out here, all the way back out to our big map. Okay, so let's jump back out to the local cluster, which humans arrogantly named, because that's where we live. Only one place for us to go. Alright, so here we are in the Terran solar system. An interesting thing to note, you see we have all the regular planets that we're all used to seeing, and I believe the positions of these planets on this map is accurate for the year 2183. It's where the planets will be lined up in that actual year in the future. I was trying to check it just before I did this recording to make sure that they were accurate for this game. I'm not entirely certain they are. I know for sure they are in Mass Effect 2, but this one I'm not 100% sure on, so don't quote me on that. But I'm pretty sure they're pretty close. You'll notice Pluto is a planet here on this map. Pluto was downgraded to a dwarf planet but it was only downgraded a year before this game came out. So they probably already made the map for the Terran solar system, so they couldn't really change it. So Pluto is considered a planet here and in the future games. Now it's interesting that Pluto is a planet specifically for Mass Effect. One of the neat little things they do is humans, they discover a Prothean base on Mars, right? That's where they learn about the Protheans, they learn about the mass relays and all that stuff, and they learn a lot about advanced technology and Element Zero and Mass Effect and all that stuff. They start using that information to be able to advance their technology, but their biggest advancement was when they got to the planet Pluto. Pluto, as you guys may or may not know, does have a satellite orbiting it called Charon. Once humanity actually got ships out to Pluto and were able to investigate, they found that Charon was actually a frozen mass relay. And so Pluto was sort of the anchor point for that relay. And Pluto provided the gravity that kept the Charon relay in place. Humans thought it out. They were able to use the Charon relay to connect to the Exodus cluster, and from there they expanded out into the galaxy until they eventually discovered the rest of the Council races, namely the Turians. But yeah, so that's why Pluto sort of has to be on these maps, because it is actually rather important, because that's the celestial body that's actually holding the mass relay in place. But anyway, so where we're going is we need to go to the moon. Alright, so this is the first time we've done a mission where we, after we've gotten Liara. You guys will probably have seen it. I actually don't know how well it's coming through on YouTube. But her silhouette was always here, so you could see that she was the one we were missing. You might have been able to make out that she was an Asari if you're familiar with the game. But yeah, so now we have Liara that we can bring with us on missions. Now, unfortunately, Liara is probably not going to be coming with us on very many missions, because she is a full biotic. But what that means is that she doesn't really complement Shepard, our Shepard, that much, because I made Jelena into an adept, full biotic. So yeah, Liara's probably not going to be coming with us on too many missions, but I'll bring her along a couple of times, just to change things up. So we're dealing with Rogue VI, so we're going to need someone with tech expertise. So we might as well bring along Talizora. And then we need someone big and beefy out in front. So yeah, let's bring Rex along with us this time. He can be our frontline guy. So if we look at our map for Luna, or the moon, we see that there are two things marked on our map. One is the Alliance training ground. That's our ultimate objective. That's where the Rogue VI is. But there is this debris field that's marked. And so I'm going to go ahead and check that out real quick and see what's over there. What's so important about this one random spot on the moon? Alright, so here we find a piece of wreckage labeled CCCP Luna 23. This is actually this is the wreckage of an actual Russian lunar lander program. So Luna 23 actually did make it to the moon in real life, and did land on the moon and successfully transmitted information back to Earth, but it didn't collect samples like it was supposed to. It malfunctioned, so it was just sort of left here. And this actually is there's nothing labeling, which crater this is, but this is a pretty good approximation of where the lander actually touched down on the planet, or on the moon. But we can go ahead and salvage some stuff from it. Cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue on and investigate this rogue VI. Looks like we're not gonna be able to make it straight up that hill, so we'll probably come over here and make it around like this. Uh-oh. This doesn't look good. Yep. Alright. So we knew that they had the Alliance had turrets set up. And we know that the VI is supposed to be in control of these. So yeah, let's hope that let's hope they're not going to be firing at us. But yeah, no, they're definitely firing at us. All right, so let's see if we can hit them with some rockets from out here. Keep moving back and forth so they can't hit us. Oh, all right, good. Took out one of them. Awesome. Head around here. Alright. We definitely shouldn't be just wildly firing rockets out into space like this, because we are relatively close to Earth. And rockets that miss out in space are just going to keep flying. So we'll try and keep our aim away from Earth. Shoot our misses off into deep space. Got that one. Took out the turrets, and so you can see we've got 1, 2, 3 bunkers for us to clear to be able to take out this VI. We gotta try and get in there and yank out the core programs ourselves. So next time we'll go ahead and jump on in and see what's in store for us.